What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to discuss how to reclaim your self-respect. Now before we get started, I just want to say that it is very important, crucial really, for everyone to have a solid foundation of self-respect. Not only does this help us not be dependent on others for our self-worth or our self-esteem, but when we have a strong sense of self-respect and we can continue to maintain that daily, we don't have to depend on anyone else or anything, a career, a job, a relationship, an activity, to really define our worth. We can define it internally and maintain that feeling of self-love and self-respect from in here. Alright, so this first point is going to go out to all you go-getters out there. I know a lot of the time we like to set high standards for ourselves, right? And that's a good thing. They can help motivate us, they can help drive us, they can help push us in our careers, in our relationships, in our lifestyle, health-wise. But a lot of times we kind of try to be perfectionists, right? We set these unrealistic standards for ourselves. Now, before I go further on with that statement, I don't believe anything is impossible. I believe everything is possible, but I also believe it's healthy and just to maintain an equilibrium or a balance in your life, right? So to be able to set high standards for yourselves and to go after them is a very good thing. But say for example, you set a goal for yourself to go to the gym 5 times a week and you only go 3 times. It's important to recognize that you did put in the effort to go 3 times a week. It's important to recognize that you are human and you are going to make mistakes, and you can't get down on yourself for that reason. A lot of high standard people, a lot of motivated people, a lot of go-getters, driven people, we tend to set these unrealistic perfectionist standards for ourselves. And if we can't live up to them, we feel like we're no good, we lose motivation, we lose drive, and then it just goes down from there. Now, I'm also talking about raising your standards for the people that don't necessarily have any goals in place or have necessarily any motivation or drive, but are looking to develop that motivation and drive. So if you don't necessarily have any goals, or you feel like you kind of just going nowhere every day and you don't really have that drive or that motivation that you like to create, you have to start raising your standards for yourself. You have to realize that you are capable of doing anything that you set your mind to. You are capable of achieving greatness. You are capable of achieving financial stability in your life. You're capable of moving forward in your career, in your job. You're capable of developing more healthy and meaningful relationships. You're capable of being able to sign up to go to the gym and work out 2-3 times a week. And just start there. Start low. Again, you don't want to set unrealistic standards for yourselves, especially if you're just starting out. That is not going to help you at all. You're going to lose your momentum right away because you're not going to live up to the standard you set for yourself just starting out. So take it day by day. Set standards for yourself, like go to the gym 1 time a week, go to church twice a month. Start eating healthy at least 2 days out of the week. Things like that. They're really going to help you build that momentum that you need to raise your standards in the long run. Alright, the next thing I want to talk about is doing things for yourself and not for others. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be a nice person or that you should just be self-centered, but it's very important to take care of ourselves first. So the next point I want to make is doing things for yourself and not others. Now, I'm not saying that you should become a totally self-centered person and just do things for yourself in your way. I always believe in kindness and helping other people, but if you're at a state in your life, or if you're at a place mentally or spiritually or emotionally where you feel like you don't have anything to give, in fact, if you do give, it's just going to drain you even more, you have to take time out of your day to do the things that you know are going to help you. Like, for example, myself, I like to play basketball, I like to go work out, go to the gym, I like to read, I like to make these videos. So if I lack in one of those areas, or all of them in one day, I'm going to feel really bad about myself. Say I kind of go out helping a friend fix his car, right? It's going to take 6 hours, something like that, right? And I know that if I don't read a book that day, I'm going to feel really down on myself. So giving my time to that friend, it's not really going to be valuable time, because I know I'm not going to be my best self. I'm not going to be able to have it going with a positive attitude, and I'm just going to think negatively, I'm going to act negatively, and I'm going to be a negative influence on him. And that time, help building that relationship, and even helping him building a car, whatever it is, fixing a car, he got a flat tire, or he needs help picking up groceries, whatever it may be. I'm not going to be able to present my best self to him. I'm not going to be able to help him in a way that I would like, and I'm going to go to him with a negative attitude, and that's not necessarily going to help our relationship. So again, it's important to do things for yourself, fill yourself up first, that way you're overflowing and that overflowing will help you give to other people. Now, one thing that I didn't write down on the board is taking time for contemplation and self-evaluation. Thankfully, I've always been a self-aware person, and this has helped propel me in many areas of life. But I know a lot of people don't necessarily have that or haven't developed that skill. Now, self-awareness can be built by taking time out of your day for, again, contemplation and self-evaluation. By this, I mean, if you journal at all, this is a great way to start. Just kind of writing down your thoughts at the beginning of the day, writing them again down at the end of the day, and just seeing the difference between those thoughts throughout the day. By doing this simple activity, you're going to realize that there's a lot of things that you did do right and that you didn't do right, or goals that you had planned for the day that you didn't necessarily execute on, and goals that you planned for the day that you did execute on. This is also a great way to give yourself props, or to kind of, again, build self-respect for yourself, because you're going to realize the things that you did do during the day and things that you necessarily didn't do. But again, you can't necessarily judge yourself for that. You have to look at yourself with curiosity rather than judgment, and that's going to help propel you and gain momentum along the way. So by realizing and recognizing the things that you did well and the things that you need to work on, it's going to help you build that self-respect for yourself. Because if you do this every day, or even if you do it every other day, or even once a week, you're going to recognize certain patterns that are appropriate, or you're going to recognize certain patterns that are healthy for you and that are not healthy for you. And by doing that, you can change them, or you can keep them the same, whether either helping you or they're not. So again, a couple simple ways that we can help build or reclaim that self-respect for ourselves is to raise or lower our self-imposed standards. Again, for the go-getters out there, make realistic standards for yourselves. Go out and get them. I know you will. For those people that don't necessarily have any goals or standards but you want to develop that motivation and drive, start small, take daily action, take it one step at a time. Do things for yourself, not others. Again, don't become totally self-centered. Always be kind, always be gracious, but you want to be able to be your best self when you're around other people. So you have to do the things that make you happy. You have to do the things that benefit you. For example, I like to read, I like to play basketball. I have to do these things on a daily basis for me to feel like a contributing part of society. And lastly, we have to take time out of our day for contemplation and self-evaluation. Not only will this help you build self-respect for yourself, but it'll help you build self-awareness, and they kind of go hand in hand. Again, you can recognize the patterns that are healthy and unhealthy, the patterns that are helping you and not helping you. And by reevaluating that and taking a good hard look at yourself, you can begin to develop new patterns that are going to help propel you along your journey within your goals, within your relationships, within your career, and you're going to feel a lot better about yourself. Henceforth, you'll build a lot more self-respect. So I hope this video helped you guys. I know it was kind of a little rushed. It's my first time using this board. I just kind of wanted to get it right, get it in frame. But I really hope that any of these tips or tricks can help you guys in the process of building your self-respect or rebuilding your self-respect. If you want, I could talk about another video why we lose that self-respect and how we can gain it back. Kind of similar to these points, but a little different. And again, if you guys want anything else, any other advice or knowledge or wisdom that I can help bring you, if it's about relationships, if it's about finances, if it's about lifestyle, mindset, which is what I'm mainly about, I would love to help you guys. So drop it down in the comments, and I will see you guys next week. Peace.